DeFrees, 25, from Syracuse, New York. Been riding for roughly 15 years now, ever since I was a kid. Kind of just riding around the neighborhood, and then it got a little more serious later on. So I started riding BMX, worked my way up to the mountain bikes, and then started slowly, gradually getting onto the road bikes as well, just being a shop employee and getting tortured to try that out. Gravel, it just kind of, I think it came naturally through the mountain biking, and having kind of a not hurt knee, but a little bit more bum knee, so the downhill kind of slowed and the uphill started to rise, I guess. I like endurance and testing myself. I think it brings a kind of a new light into my riding, something more not as much skill, but I would say a lot more mental, and kind of opening up a new kind of, just a whole new dynamic to my riding, I guess would be the big one with the endurance. The cons of 200, I think it'd be, after doing the IRR, definitely the next step up, and it's competitive and it'll break new boundaries for me. I mean, science, it's like gravel, full of surprises. You never know what you're gonna find. I'd like to be a part of this project because I think I could definitely bring a interesting dynamic to the entire experience as a whole. Definitely somebody who would shake it up a little bit, and not being so much a gravel rider but a mountain biker.
Ben Salibra. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Syracuse, New York. Been riding since I was 12 years old competitively, and I've been riding dirt for most of it, whether it's mountain bikes or cyclocross. Well, I like testing myself. For all the effort that you put into training for an event or a ride or a race, seeing the end of it and seeing the culmination of all your effort through a result is really cool. Whether it's just finishing a ride that you didn't think you could do, or doing well in a race that you were training really hard for. I love riding dirt and gravel because it's just a different experience. You get to see so much more varied terrain and environments when you're doing some of these long races. Like the IRR up in Vermont, there was portions where you were on gravel roads, some of it single track, and going through forests and plains and fields. It just breaks things up, makes it more interesting. Well, I think bike racing is all about science. I mean, the technology that goes into the bikes and our training programs and food, it's all science. And if you can understand the science, then you can be competitive. It's a sweet program. I mean, we are going to be able to watch ourselves throughout the whole process and get a unique take on the experience of preparing and racing in an event like this. And it's not something that you ever really get to see that side of yourself. You experience it firsthand, but seeing it from a third person's perspective is really unique, and I'd love to be a part of that.
My name is Golembieski. I'm 25 years old and I live in Syracuse, New York. I've been riding since probably around 2009, so 8 years. Mostly on the road. Started racing with Ben 2009, and then did a bunch of off-road stuff in college and loved it. Derek talked me into doing IRR last year. I wouldn't really call it gravel, it's more of careening down stream beds. Lots of off-road experience there. I love testing myself because
specifically the dirty concept 200.
So I like dirt and gravel because there's a higher chance you can flat. I like changing tires a lot. It's 200 miles long. I like long rides. Rode down to Pennsylvania and back. That was like 170 something. So looking to up the longest ride of the year. So my nickname in high school was Bill Nye, the science guy. So gotta stick with the name. I want to be part of this project mostly because it allows me to do the longest race I'll ever do in my life. It allows me to push myself and see what happens.